you're in the market for a brand new car, what are some of your must-have features? Perhaps a spacious interior, loads of safety features, or state-of-the-art technology.
You don't have to yell.
If for some reason you just want a ride that looks like something straight off a toy store, then look no further, because today we're test driving the 10 coolest mini cars you won't believe exist. What's up, Fanatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. If hauling capacity is not a deal breaker, then our top pick might just be your dream ride, so stick around for that.
That one's my favorite. Drove all the way from Alabama.
Number 10. Myers Motors NMG. This little bad boy was miles ahead of others in this list, at least when it comes to nicknames. The minuscule NMG manufactured by Myers Motors had two models, the Jelly Bean and the hatchback called Pizza Butt, because it was literally meant to carry Domino's pizza. You may have also seen these cutie patooties in movies such as Austin Powers and Looper.
You've lost your mind. You let this boy live. He's gonna take everything you got!
Specs-wise, the NMG is about 1,300 pounds, 96 inches long, and 57 inches high. And it's no slouch on the road, as it can run at a maximum speed of 75 miles per hour. When it was first released in 1999, this three-wheeled, all-electric vehicle was way ahead of its time.
I've got an amp meter here that tells me at all times how much energy I'm using. And so the little game that I like to play is, how low can you keep the needle?
If you thought that was badass, wait till you see our top pick. It might just make you drool. Number 9. BMW Isetta. This next mini car is just the epitome of ridiculous, and not in a good sense. The Isetta was once licensed to BMW, who did sell some units from 1955 to 1962 before sheer embarrassment took over and BMW washed its hands of the tiny car. The OG maker of this bizarre bubble car was an Italian company called ISO. In the early years of World War II, ISO specialized in scooters and refrigeration systems. No wonder the singular door of this mobile pod opens and shuts like an old-school fridge.
Or this doesn't shut or latch like a normal car door. Instead, it shuts and latches like an old-time refrigerator. You shut it, and then you have to twist the latch in order to make sure it's actually closed.
Under the hood is a 13-horsepower, 300cc engine that's not exactly what you'd consider a workhorse. And at just 52 inches high, 53 inches wide, and 90 inches long, you'd be better off using this as a shopping cart than a full-fledged vehicle, especially when you're more than 6 feet tall. But if you're wondering how the Isetta fares in modern-day streets and highways, here are the dudes from Throttle House taking it for a spin in 2020.
Oh my God, go flat.
We're
Go
going,
flat.
we're going.
Flat. Shift up.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, that's a race car.
Number 8. Autobianchi Bianchina.
40 miles an hour feels like the end of the world in it.
If it's Jay Leno approved.
Shut up and take my money!
In 1955, Italian manufacturers Bianchi, Pirelli, and Fiat joined hands to form the Italian auto company Autobianchi. And from the industrial marriage, the Autobianchi Bianchina was born. With its 499cc 18-horsepower engine, you don't have to worry about getting a speeding ticket. And this beauty sure wouldn't look out of place in a fancy museum. The Trasformabile model was released in 1957 and was the smallest in the lineup of Bianchina four-wheelers.
It's just a happy car. You cannot help but smile when you see it come down the road. There's nothing dark or foreboding about it. And it doesn't look like you're poor. It just looks like you're having fun.
Unlike the other mini cars, though, this one can accommodate taller passengers better because it's an open-top semi-convertible. Now, if only there were versions as high-tech as Lucy Wilde's Bianchina in Despicable Me. Number 7. Fiat 600 Multipla. Since we mentioned Fiat in the previous entry, let me introduce you to another iconic vehicle from the Italian automaker, the Fiat 600 Multipla compact minivan. Now, some may argue that this car is the ugliest vehicle to ever take to the streets, but I think it has a unique old-world charm to it. The retro vibes it gives off overpowers the weirdness of its exterior. For a minicar, it is far more spacious than others on this list. The Multipla could sit up to 6 people while running on a 633cc engine. In the 1950s, it ruled the European auto markets, and manufacturers from other countries bought rights to create their versions of the car to cash in on its huge popularity. Number 6. Lumineo Smera. A car and motorcycle hybrid on the outside with jet fighter-style tandem seating inside. This futuristic-looking beast could even tilt up to 20 degrees on either side. There's certainly a lot to love about the Smera by French auto company Lumineo. Introduced in 2008, the concept electric car weighs only 350 kilograms and is about 80 centimeters wide. But in just 8 seconds, it can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. And with its narrow body that can lean side to side like a motorbike, it's perfect for conquering the complicated traffic in big cities.
I'm 6'2", almost 6'3", and well over 200 pounds, and while this car is a little snug, I definitely do fit.
Too bad Lumineo went bankrupt in 2013 after selling only 10 units of the Smera. But that doesn't erase the badassery of this vehicle. Number 5. Toyota Comes. I don't know about you, but the white and green variant of this electric car looks like it's Buzz Lightyear's cousin twice removed.
To infinity and beyond!
This one is even more advanced than the Smera. The Toyota Comes is one of the smallest and handiest electric cars ever, measuring only about 97 inches in length and 43.5 inches in width. So no wonder it can accommodate a single person. But don't let its teeny-weeny frame fool ya.
Top speed of the Comes is 60 kilometers an hour. The EV range is 50 kilometers, so it's a car that is designed to be driven in city centers.
She's quite the looker too, so expect some side glances while you're on the way to the supermarket or running errands. A single full charge on the second generation Comes will be enough to take you a total of 31 miles, and it only takes 6 hours to juice up. That's a faster charging time than some handheld devices right now. Number 4. Smart Vision EQ. We're stepping into a whole new realm of modern technology with this minicar. The Smart Vision EQ for 2 concept vehicle is how prestige car maker Mercedes envisions the way we'll use driverless cars in the future.
You know, you've got these crazy blue lights, these doors that scissor up and down and sound like they're in a sci-fi movie. We've got lights along the floor, a big screen on the front that says like Las Vegas Boulevard.
It isn't the smallest vehicle at 106 inches long, around 67 inches wide, and 60 inches tall, but it's certainly bound to be the smartest of them all. The idea is that you can connect it to all your entertainment, business-related, and social media accounts. So, for instance, while you're on your way to work, you can check some emails or browse through your Twitter feed. And the least you need to worry about is driving, because the autonomous ride has no steering wheel or pedals whatsoever. The screen on the front is meant to communicate with the people in its surroundings, like pedestrians crossing the street. Look, even Supercar Blondie is impressed.
This is fully frosted glass here, but you can unfrost it. Watch this. It's the small things, guys.
Number 3. Vanderhall Speedster. How much fun can you have on 3 wheels? How about a lightweight, all-aluminum minicar that can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 4.5 seconds with top speeds of up to 140 miles per hour?
Let's go ahead and downshift. It is fast.
In 2019, Utah-based company Vanderhall unveiled the Venice Speedster, a $27,000 open-top road beast that invokes classic sports cars from the early 20th century. Under the hood, the Speedster sports a GM-sourced 1.4-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that will satisfy any speed junkie.
Over the regular car, they've really applied the Lotus principle of simplify and add lightness.
Better put those goggles on if you're putting the pedal to the metal, because the minuscule windshield doesn't offer much protection, and hitting the brakes takes a little bit of a learning curve. But the generous storage space is enough for you to haul everything you might need for your solo cross-country adventure. Number 2. Bruch Mopetta. If you've ever been in an arcade, then you might mistake this little guy to be one of those stationary rides for tots. But apart from its cutesy egg-shaped body, there's nothing childish about this three-wheel toy for the big boys. Only 5 of these vintage microcars exist to this day, and one of the proud owners of the rare 1957 Bruch Mopetta is dental surgeon and car collector Alexander Sasha. The reason he continues to drive this vintage ride? The smiles he gets out of it per gallon, because you know he's a dental surgeon after all.
But trust me, driving a Mopetta is by far more smile transforming than anything I do on a daily basis. And I insist on driving it. I just like to park it outside of a restaurant and share it with the world.
A man named Egon Bruch was the brains behind this tiny wonder. He was supposed to bless the world with 140,000 of these, but the Opel company that approached him for production backed out because of how small it was compared to cars with big tail fins and massive engines to match. Granted, this car is not for everyone, but as Dr. Sasha says, the smiles it brings is well worth the price tag. Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. Half-sized 1970 Plymouth. The OG 1970 Plymouth is wacky enough when you see it in its full glory. The rare Superbird has a bullet-shaped nose and a giant wing on the back, hence the name. You might be wondering, why am I rambling about this perfectly sized car? Well, behold its customized miniature version.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about...
This is a custom half-sized Superbird that treads the line between a kid's toy and an actual working vehicle. A 2-foot-high and 9-foot-long fiberglass body sitting on a go-kart chassis has made a lot of heads turn, mainly out of disbelief. Just look at how the driver appears like a giant inside this tiny machine. The inside looks so cramped, there's no room even for your thoughts. Have to admit though, it's pretty sensational. So, which of these insane microcars sent you into overdrive? Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? If that fueled your need for speed, then don't miss our countdown of the 12 most incredible vehicles that actually exist. Till then, stay unique, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.